From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Cascade Paint and Supply is Reading's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
All right, so here's what I want you to do. I want to take a deep breath, take a little breath out, and say, you know what, made it through Monday. We've got 4 more days of the work week, but you know, you got to get through it. You got to pay those bills, get that job, and work that job here. But you know what? We made it through the day, and now it's time to kind of relax. Great way to relax is to check out the cool, free mobile app that I have for Weather NorCal. Now, I've had this for quite a while. If you don't know about it, be sure to check it out. And one of the things I really love about this app, everything that I offer for the most part is on this app. Everything I offer can get you from your phone, whether it's the regular video updates that I post regularly throughout the day, you can get that from the app. You want to watch the 24-hour streaming channel? You can watch it. Do you want to check out your neighborhood forecast? Well, there it is. Tap the neighborhood forecast, find the forecast locally for you. You can also check your hour-by-hour forecast, your 7-day forecast. You can also check out, by the way, it's kind of cool, all the special programming I have, such as Turtle Bay's Wonderful World of Animals, Pet of the Week. I've got more special program coming down the pike as well. It'll all be available on the app. Check it out. And if you have an iPhone or an Android, you can go to the Google Play Store or the App Store, search for Weather NorCal, and download the app for free. Check it out. I think you're going to like it. It's a really cool app. No big changes through the rest of this week, and not to mention this weekend. I do expect it to be slightly warmer this week than it was last week. In fact, highs may be just slightly above normal, with rain possibly by next week. It's not looking very promising this week or even quite possibly this weekend. Now the smoke, there's been some smoke. You may have even noticed in the north end of the valley some haze, especially off of the distance to the north and west. I think we could see more of that here as we go into Tuesday morning. You see how we're seeing some of that haze and smoke kind of near the Reading area and off to the north and west. Of course, most of the smoke is off to the west into western Siskiyou County. But look at this. As we go into Tuesday evening, we're still seeing some of that haze and some of it trying to make its way into the valley. So you may notice a little bit of that haze in the valley here, especially by tomorrow afternoon. But look at this. We could see a push of smoke. Not a lot, but a push of smoke making its way in by Wednesday morning for the north end of the valley. Red Bluff, maybe around Reading, could see some thicker haze, maybe even a little bit of a smell of smoke in there as well. That's still a ways out. We'll keep watching that here, but be on the lookout for that. We could possibly be looking at a little bit more haze making its way here over the next 24, 48 hours. Here's what it looks like tonight. Low 60s for the valley. I do expect low to mid 90s. Now, we're actually going to see a slight dip in our temperatures here for tomorrow, before those temperatures start to increase again. And you'll see just how much warmer it will be here in just a bit here. But take a look at the mountains. Temperatures in the low to maybe some mid 80s. I think for Siskiyou and Modoc County, the low 80s. But for the eastern mountains, could be looking at temperatures in the mid 80s for your daytime highs. Clouds still up to our north, clouds to our south. We're kind of in between the two, keeping us under mainly sunny skies. Now, some of these clouds off to the west here, you can kind of see this. This could be coming in here later on tomorrow, and giving us a little bit more in the way of cloud cover, but not a lot. In fact, there you can see some of the afternoon cumulus clouds developing for the mountains, but it will remain dry for your Tuesday. Now we go into Wednesday, and it looks like we're going to see a chance for some more clouds, especially off to the east developing. But once again, still looking at dry conditions. How about the rest of the week? Well, we take into Thursday, we take into Friday, not to mention this upcoming weekend, just some clouds coming in, but no rain as of yet. But you'll notice by Monday, there it is. We're seeing the potential, especially off to the east, a chance for some rain. And I've actually set it in stone at this point. I'm seeing a little bit more consistency in this. So I'm going to go ahead and put a chance for showers in the forecast by Monday of next week for the long range in the eastern mountains. But, I wouldn't count on it just yet. We'll have to kind of wait and see. Look at this. This is kind of interesting. Notice there's this trend. So we're going to see our temperatures dip a little bit on Tuesday. Then we're going to see, I'm just going to call this a little mini heat wave, because there is a chance some of us in the valley could get up to 100 degrees here for Thursday. Now, after that, temperatures will start to dip again. And by next week, look at that. Could be looking at temperatures in the low to mid 80s. I'll certainly take that. But this could be the sign and indication where, along with those cooler temperatures, maybe some rain. Now, it's not guaranteed at this point. Again, something I'll be watching and monitoring very closely. Tonight, there you can see temperatures dropping down into the low to mid 60s here for the valley. and in the 40s and 50s for most of us in the higher elevations, although places like Aden and El Tourist could drop down to the low to mid 60s as well. All right, here's what we have in store for us tomorrow. Looks like temperatures, again, dropping just a tad, not by a lot. Temperatures low 90s for Chico, Oroville, Willows, and somewhere in the low to close to mid 90s for places like Redding and Red Bluff. And then you'll notice in the mountains, we're mainly in the 80s here for your daytime highs, low to mid 80s as a matter of fact. All right, so here's your 7-day outlook. Temperatures going up a little bit here. I'm including a few more clouds here for places like Mount Shasta, but keeping it dry. Notice I've got some raindrops right there for El Tourist and Susanville by early next week. Is it guaranteed? No, I wouldn't say so at this point. I wouldn't plan your day around that if you have any plans on Monday, but just be on the lookout for that as we start getting closer to the weekend and into early next week. All right, so here's a look at your 7-day outlook for the valley. Temperatures are going to increase. Thursday is the peak of this mini heat wave, if you will, up to 100 degrees possibly for Redding, upper 90s for Red Bluff and Chico before temperatures start to drop as we go into this upcoming weekend.